The candlelight flickered against the knife. I cut into the cake, alone. The echo of the knife dragging across porcelain felt louder than fireworks outside. 52 missed calls buzzed on my phone like flies on a carcass. And still, I smiled. Because tonight was not about cake. Tonight was the night that Trap closed. My brother, Daniel, always wanted center stage. Growing up, I thought it was harmless, his need to shine, to outdo, to steal air from every room. I let him. Family, I told myself, deserves your patience. But patience rots when respect is gone. I sent my birthday invites weeks in advance, a quiet dinner, nothing extravagant. My wife promised she'd help set the table. My daughter picked out balloons. For once, I allowed myself to look forward to something simple. Then Daniel announced his barbecue. Same day, same time. He called it just a casual thing. But the guests list told another story. He invited everyone, my parents, my cousins, my so-called friends. Even my wife helped him organize it. That was the first cut. The second came when my daughter slipped. Uncle Danny says he'll have fireworks. They had chosen him over me. All of them. The signs had been there. My wife's late nights helping with the catering. My parents brushing off my invitations with half smiles. The whispers, the silence. But betrayal doesn't shock me anymore. It sharpens me. I didn't rage. I didn't beg. I planned. Because Daniel thought stealing my family would break me. He never considered what I could steal from him. For months I had been patient, meticulous. While Daniel flashed his arrogance, I studied his weaknesses. His barbecue wasn't just a party. It was an illegal investment showcase. He was funneling money from relatives into his little real estate fund. I had the bank statements, the fake contracts, the signatures he forged. I waited for the perfect night to light the fuse. My birthday. At noon, while my wife strung up lights in Daniel's yard, I disappeared. 3 states away, sitting in a quiet hotel room, I pressed send. Dozens of emails launched like arrows, screenshots, documents, recordings, each one aimed precisely to investors, to the IRS, to his clients, to his wife. By the time Daniel flipped the first burger, his empire was ash. His bank accounts frozen, his investors furious, his name flagged red in government databases. And still, the betrayal cut deeper. At 7 p.m., I stood in my kitchen, table set for 20. Empty chairs staring back at me. My daughter's balloons drooped in silence. Not a single knock at the door. Not even hers. For a moment, I almost let the loneliness win. Almost. But then my phone lit up. Call me, urgent. My wife. Behind it, 52 missed calls. Parents, cousins, friends, even Daniel himself. The barbecue had gone silent. The guests had learned the truth mid-toast. Laughter turned to panic. Trust flipped into betrayal. The man they chose over me was unraveling in front of them, and they were trying to crawl back. I didn't answer. I sliced the cake. I ate it alone. Sweet, cold, perfect. Because that night wasn't about celebration. It was about consequence. They wanted a show. Daniel gave them one. And I gave them silence. Later, my wife stumbled through the door, makeup ruined, panic dripping off her. She begged me to understand. She thought Daniel's party was harmless. She swore she never knew about the fraud. She cried about the family name, about fixing this together. I let her words hang. I studied her face, the way you study a broken mirror, every crack telling its own truth. Finally, I whispered, "You made your choice." The weight of that sentence crushed harder than any scream. She knew what it meant. The guest room door stayed locked that night. Daniel called the next day. His voice, once booming, cracked like glass. "You did this to me." I didn't deny it. I didn't gloat. I only said, "You took everything from me. I just reminded you what it feels like." Then I hung up. Weeks passed. The silence around me became freedom. No more forced family dinners where loyalty felt like a performance. No more pretending Daniel's spotlight didn't blind me. They all tried, of course. Messages, apologies, excuses. Even my parents called, their voices dripping with guilt. But I let the phone ring. Because forgiveness isn't owed. It's earned. And none of them paid the price. Now, when I think of that night, I don't remember the empty chairs or the quiet house. I remember the vibration of my phone. 52 missed calls. Desperation ringing itself hoarse while I cut the cake in peace. Daniel thought he won when the room filled with laughter and smoke. But fire consumes everything in the end. And me? I learned to smile in the silence. Because revenge doesn't always roar. Sometimes it answers with nothing at all.